What up, dude? And welcome to the Boss Up Ball Out Podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors. It's your man, Professor Kurt Steele. Well, hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving despite the outcome of the game yesterday. On today's show, we recap the Lions' 31-24 loss to the Green Bay Packers in Ford Field. But do us a quick favor, like the video and share with other Lions fans just like yourself. Man, comment. All those things help with that YouTube algorithm. And shout out to our channel members. That's how we always start the show. And if you don't know, here you go. We got T-Bone Locke, Sean Bird, Lauren Vander Esch, Brent DeWitt, Miss Mary Smith, John Martin, Kukayam, Kenneth Sabo, Dr. Detroit. He is always in. Derek Matthews, the Big Feather North End Ken, Courtney Nicholson. And then we have our temporary channel members. He's gifted by my man Lauren Vander Esch. We got Dwayne Fulmer, James Allen, Stephanie Humphreys, Lion Duvall, and the Ronin 99, Stephanie C. You can see him, man, right there, Big Paul. If you want to become a channel member, click the link in the description of the video or on the homepage of our YouTube channel. You get some exclusive content as we're going to be recorded soon. And of course, 15% off at the Boss Up Ball Out merch shop. All right. Hey, we're on our way to 3,100 subscribers and currently sit at 3,080. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, comment, all those things help with that YouTube algorithm. Now, let me bring in my co-host for today. Y'all know who it is. Yagtown's finest, man. It is the ladies' pet, the men's regret. You ain't seen nothing yet, man. LL Cool Torrance. What's going on, my dude?
Good Friday morning. Happy Black Friday if you're out, celebrating and whatnot. I need some things. I need some towels and some sheets. So, queen size.
Hey, shout out to Coach Jones, man. He's not going to be with for the next couple of days. He's moving, so he got some other commitments. So shout out to Coach Jones. You're gonna hold it down for him. It's like he had it down for me when I went on vacation.
We moving.
Okay, yeah. Y'all moving. Anyways, man, if you're new to our channel, you don't know how show works. We look at Detroit Lions news, headlines, or takes. If we agree, we say they are bossed up. The big blade dance. If we disagree, we say it's balled on. We give our reasons why we agree or disagree. Excuse me. No hot takes here. Just natural debate and our true thoughts and opinions about what's going on with our favorite team, the Detroit Lions. Man, food was good yesterday, man. The game was not. The Lions just couldn't get over that. Like they would get within 3, but they just couldn't get past them. It started off slow, picked it up. I would have to say the offense definitely picked it up, but the defense was just, I don't know. Like, our defense was good in the first part of the season, and now that they're getting healthier, they're not playing as well as they did when the secondary was hurt. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, it's killing me, man. It's killing me. What are your thoughts, LL, just on the game? That's just my overall, like, the offense was piecemeal together, duct tape and whatever. We had guys from Home Depot just like the defense had last year. This was happening on the offense this year, where you got backup offensive linemen. Now you got backup receivers, all our tight ends are backups right now. So like we got guys from Home Depot all on the offense, man, and they put together a solid performance, but our defense couldn't stop a cold.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. It's it's like just the bouncers ain't going our way no more. Or I can't even say no more. It's just we're not getting too many bounces to go our way. You know what I'm saying? Like drops on 4th down, bad play calls on 4th down. At least in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. Like the timeliness of it ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't know, the nuance or whatever it is, just you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know.
The details aren't as sharp in the details. I get what you're saying.
But got a big game next week, so better get it together.
Yeah, definitely, man. Hey, all right, let's get into the offense, man. You got the offense this week, man. What did you see on the Lions offense, your observations?
Just in comparison to the last matchup, look much better. But still just not quite. Like that's I believe I've used this before. I don't remember the exact scenario, but when Sid was talking about Skinny Luther and Big Luther, and I think he said Skinny Luther, he had the curl, was it whichever Luther he was talking about, he said the curl that just couldn't quite, it just didn't quite, you know what I'm saying? It's just, that's what it is. It's just not quite. It's like it's looking good, but it ain't looking hard, maybe that's, what it's supposed to, because it ain't all of the parts and everything ain't what it's been, we ain't been building on 4 years of that. It's been a little bit of a shakeup in that, but that's offensively, man, it's just missing that. I don't know. It just ain't, and even with that being said, it's a 7 point game. You know what I'm saying? It was a decently close game. So like I said, lots of stuff to get figured out. But offensively, we didn't do the worst, you know what I'm saying? If you want to look in comparison to theirs, we almost identical. I didn't look at the numbers until right before I came and sat down this morning. So, ran 60 plays, 12 passing first downs, 7 rushing first downs, 233 total passing yards, 119 total rushing yards. Yeah, the Packers again. Well, they are good against the run numbers wise, but then they bottled them up again. We got over 100, but David Montgomery we got to see a little bit more of David Montgomery. 8 carries for 32 yards, and Jahmyr Gibbs, of course, 20 carries for 68 yards. David Montgomery also had that touchdown. David Montgomery also got to throw a pass. I get it, man. It's and that's what I want to say with some of this stuff, like the fourth downs and things like that, like the going forward. I believe that's he got a different level of belief in his team than what they provide. If that makes any sense, like he believed that his team could get it done, and they not necessarily stepping up. So and maybe that's a part of some of this play call. Like on one of the fourth downs, it was like almost like a draw player, looked like a RPO or something. Like he from gun again. Like that's been a bad matchup with trying to do some of these fourth down runs from the gun and stuff, and that mug got stuffed. And this, I think Coach Mike said it in the chat that he act like we got the offensive line from last year. Mm-hmm. And I think that might be a bit of it because he can just he can get them guys to at least get it for one play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we've been struggling this drive, but at least get it for one play, and we couldn't get it. The biggest news that I somehow didn't mention in the very beginning, Amon-Ra St. Brown got hurt, and that kind of made everything else go into other ways. But what made me think about that was we got to see Tom Kennedy. Tom Kennedy made a couple plays. He got a couple first downs. Tom Kennedy is being, doing Tom Kennedy things. Whenever he's around, he does these exact same things. So shout out to kind of Tom Kennedy for performing when your number was called. But offensively, man, run game couldn't get it going as much as maybe we should have had. Pass game couldn't get the connections that we needed, and we got a big old injury, on the offensive side. Another big injury on the offensive side. So, what do you want to add to that, Kurt?
JG didn't play bad. I mean, you look at his numbers, man. 20 of 26, 256, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 132 rating. That's not a bad day at the office. I mean, it is. It's not. Really outperformed Jared. I mean, as far as yards and completions, outperformed Jordan Love. But the big difference is that he had 2 touchdowns and Jordan Love had 4. You look at this offensive, like we had 119 yards rushing, but 24 came from Jared Goff. Like that's not his. I mean, that sneak. So like, I for me, the offensive line, they play up and down, man. They let Marco Parsons get loose, man. 2.5. Like he had 8 tackles. Like he not only had 2.5 sacks, he had 8 tackles. A couple tackles for a while. I'm like, man, he got loose that game. I didn't like that at all. You look at the offense, they play up and down because they did give Jared Goff time. I mean, 20 or 26, that means you had time to throw the ball. They played better in stretches, but sometimes critical plays, man, they were giving up some hits, some sacks. I'm like, man. So they tried too many cutesy outside runs. Like, you can't do that against the Packers defense. Their linebackers are too fast. You have to run between the tackles against Green Bay. You can't try to bounce it to the outside, especially like any type of pitch or like zones. Like, okay, if you start to the inside and bounce to the outside and there's a lane there, that's one thing. But to try to like a stretch play or something like that, that ain't working with them cats, man. Them dudes, they linebackers, even with their backups are they draft a particular type of linebacker. They want fast guys. So even with Quay Walker being out and Cooper going out sometime, man, them dudes are fast. So you can't run to the outside against. They tried the same thing a couple of years ago when we played them on Thanksgiving at Ford Field, and they tried that outside was some of those outside runs, and those guys were shutting it down. So you have to run between the tackles. You run at Michael Parsons. Don't run away from me, like, you know what I'm saying. Don't try to stretch play because the linebackers behind them are just too fast. Yeah, that Amon-Ra St. Brown thing was that injury is terrible, man. I said we're looking like our offense is looking like the defense did last year, where you have all these guys, the Home Depot dudes, man, coming in. You have two interior offensive linemen that are backups. You have the backup to the backup center playing. I mean, like, really? I mean, like, and then you have Yodi, of course, man. Yodi's a serviceable backup, but you know, he's not a long-term starter. Yeah. But as far as like Goff having time, I mean, he missed some throws. I can't say that he had a great game, but he had a good game. That fourth down play to J-Mo, he threw it to his back hip, man. That's not J-Mo's get down. Like his hands aren't that strong. You get a guy like probably Saint could have made that play, but Jameson Williams, I mean, like, he's just too fast. You got to put that ball out in front of him, man. Like,
he still should have caught it, but yeah,
he still should have caught it, but like,
wasn't where it should have been.
What did they say? What did Tom Brady say? If you throw that ball in front of him, that's probably a touchdown.
That's what he gonna do.
Yeah, because he gonna take it, man. But I love J-Mo's production of offense, man. J-Mo had a great game, man. He stepped it up when Saint went out. It was J-Mo's game, and he showed up and showed out. But I can't say that the offense played a horrible game. They played a solid game, but
I would say in the sense of
what was that?
My bad. Go ahead.
I was just saying we didn't play complimentary football on the other side of the ball, which I'm going to talk about here shortly. But I think the offense, like you said, it was there, it was clicking, but it just had some things. Those fourth down calls, they just couldn't get it. That rhythm just wasn't there. It wasn't all the way there, and I mean, our offense, it doesn't look the same the way it looked last year, especially with all the injuries, man. And then, of course,
even
with
at points this year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even at points when they're healthy, yeah, it doesn't look exactly the same.
That's the part that kind of, has me concerned. You don't never really hear me say that too much, but because they not playing up in these games. You know what I'm saying? In Chicago, that's why one of the biggest signs of relief for me was after the first Packers game, because we looked real bad in that Packers game. In the Chicago Bears game, they came out playing like jumped up Jesus Palomino, and we haven't seen that a lot. You know what I'm saying?
We've been up and down.
Yeah, it's got to be. You got to step up.
Well, one good thing is that we talked about the other day. Frank is back, so hopefully we can get him back in the lineup soon enough, man, and get these calls correct. So hopefully we can get that back, man. Hey, man, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. All these things help us get this content out to more Detroit Lions fans just like yourself. The Boss Up Ball Out merch shop is now available. So go ahead and check it out, man. The link's in the description of the video. Put in that code Boss Out Ball Out 10 at checkout and get 10% off of one item if you spend $45. 15% for channel members, man. So go ahead and check that out. You can check out the link in the description of the video. You really just look at the little ticker at the bottom of the screen. So go ahead and check that thing out. All right, now it's time to talk about the defensive side of the ball, man. Detroit's defense versus Green Bay. And I don't know if we played any defense yesterday. I mean, I'm just looking at it like, yeah. This, I mean, it kind of looked, the Lions didn't have any pass rush yesterday. And if you look at how Jordan Love, he looked like Jameis Winston did last week. Like, there's no blitz that's coming. Was up the secondary way too long to cover. We didn't sack Jordan Love at all. I think they only registered like 2 quarterback hits the whole game, and that was by Lee McNeil. I think Talik Williams got one. I mean, the defense just didn't play well as a unit, man. They gave up 125 yards on the ground. Man, we got to get this together because Dallas is coming in. Dallas is hot right now. Their offense is clicking. They beat Kansas City yesterday. So one thing I will say this, man, and you left Amik Robinson on an island with Christian Watson all game, man. I like Amik Robinson, but he's been getting toasted on the outside the last couple games. And I'm looking at this dude like, where's Terrion Arnold? He's healthy. Like, why isn't he playing? Like, why are you leaving Amik Robinson out there by himself, man? And plus, you're not getting any pass rush. I mean, you're playing a base defense all game. You're not blitzing. You're not blitzing anything about them secondary. You're not blitzing a linebacker. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, the base defense just by itself doesn't work. You have to mix it up. And if you given the amount of time that you're giving these quarterbacks, they're going to slice your secondary up. And sometimes I can't even blame the secondary members sometimes because you have to cover for so long. That's not good, man. You have to have the pass rush and the secondary have to play off each other. And right now, we're not generating any type of pass rush. People are not winning their one-on-ones. It's once you see that, and Shep was making those adjustments earlier in the season, he stopped making them. Like, and we're getting guys back, and we're not using them. Like, you get TA back, man, and he plays not even half the snaps yesterday. Like, and I'm seeing him, man, and he made some decent plays. Of course, he gave up a couple passes here and there, but it wasn't like Amik Robinson giving up them bombs down the field to Christian Watson, man. On that touchdown, he got a clean release off the line and a double move. And I'm looking at this like, where is our best cover corner in man coverage is Terrion Arnold right now. He's one of the best one. He's better than Amik Robinson as far as that's concerned. Amik Robinson is not as fast enough to keep up with the Christian Watson with a clean release off the line. He's just not that fast. I'm not getting what the defense. I'm not getting Shep's, like, I don't know what the concept is, or you're trusting. I think it's like they're trusting their guys a little too much on both sides of the ball. Like, you're trusting your guys to win on the one-on-ones all the time, man. If they're not winning them, you have to make an adjustment, man. Bring a blitz a linebacker, blitz Jack Campbell, blitz Anzalone, blitz Brian Branch, blitz somebody. But gave another 100 yards on the ground to them. Wasn't a great. They didn't have a great day running, but they had a solid day running. But what's your take on the defense, man?
Almost. They kept almost getting there, and I put that in the chat like Hutch gonna get one because I was for sure he was, because it was at least 3 passes in like the first quarter where Jordan Love was getting that mug off, and Hutch hand is, the release at Hutch hand is right there. At least I thought we was gonna get there and mess some stuff up, but it didn't. The pressure never got there. It was. I think it was. There was pressure, just wasn't enough, I guess. Again, just not my key to victory. Or in the pregame was bottle it up, look like how we used to look. Just shutting it down. Didn't look like that at all. Front seven didn't look like that at all. Even with Green Bay and the offensive line issues, that was upsetting and disappointing to me. That was the theme of this game. They lightweight, in a joking sense, of course, but they lightweight run Thanksgiving for me because I was pissed off watching that game yesterday. I was pissed. Just even more mad than the Giants game. But it's they got what they needed to get. That was the thing. Like, we couldn't get the necessary stops. And when we may have gotten a necessary stop, it was like, oh no, you didn't. It was a flag or something like that, or it was just a missed call or whatever it may have been. Even though like the push off, that was a smooth push off. So that's that's how you do it. He did a good job. But also like I understand what you were saying. Like it was some of that stuff. That's what he do. Like he good on the deep ball. So I would just give him credit more than anything else. So I don't. We didn't. I don't think the defense played up to necessarily or played what was what played to the level that was necessary for yesterday. Like they was out there, just didn't like I said, on third down. Like we actually outdid them on third down. I forget exactly. I think it was John Gruden I was listening to. He said Green Bay is the number one third down offense in the league. We outperformed them on third down just by like 1 or 2 or something like that. But let me see here. They were 6 for 12. We were 8 for 13. So but fourth down is kind of they got what they needed to get on those fourth downs, and it pissed me off every
2 touchdowns on fourth down.
And now here's the thing I've noticed, and usually I've been watching other football games and I haven't seen it because I've been trying to test my theory. Like, all right, maybe they're just not calling false starts no more. Like, or maybe they're not calling delayed games no more. Because there was at least, what I'm saying, I don't know how many, it's mad delayed games. Every game, every Lions game, it seemed. And in this game, that you just made me think about on the fourth downs, it'd be a delayed game, and then they end up getting this. They end up getting the first down or a touchdown every single time. It seemed like it was a delayed game or a false start or something like that. But
and we know doggone well that call, that false start happened before he called that timeout. There's no freaking way.
Well, right.
Yeah.
But if he was yelling it, so they say he was yelling it, but I don't
know. They couldn't hear, blah, blah. Yeah, you look at that tape. That dude moved before he made that timeout motion. You ain't going to convince me otherwise, man. Like the video, share the video, and comment on the video, man. You know the Boss Up All Out podcast is brought to you by W Energy Drink packed with brain boosting amino acids and vitamins, man. With no sugar, get you pumped for tackling your daily tasks. Try all their new flavors. Cost you about $1 a drink. It's a great alternative to canned or coffee beverages with no crashes or jitters. Check out the description of the video for the link to buy W. Use the code BOSSUPBALLOUTPOD for 10% off your order. Power your day with W. All right, time for get into the Boss Up, Ball Out, and Balled On players of the game. Bossed up on offense, man. There's only one person it is. J-Mo, man. 7 receptions on 10 targets, 144 yards, and a tutty. Good show by my man, J-Mo. And on defense, man, Brian Branch, 10 total tackles, 7 solo, and 2 pass defended. So even though he gave up the floater pass on that to seal the game, man, Brian Branch had a hell of a game. He was flying all over the place, man. You saw that green mouthpiece flying everywhere.
One thing I want to add about the defense and everything like that, and I think this is the key. I say everybody getting healthy, but we playing worse. Even when everybody was hurt, we still had Kirby Joseph, and that's why I think. And I don't know if he would have been on that guy on that play. He just stopped running for some mysterious reason, but I feel like Kirby made that play. So that's a big difference. We are really feeling the absence of Kirby Joseph, I believe.
I believe that as well. All right, balled on offense. And it's not for the whole game, but it's that old line. And the reason I say that because Michael Parsons, 2.5 sacks, 3 targets for loss, and 8 total tackles. As at the line of scrimmage, man, he plays on the defensive line. Like, can't give that up to a cat like him. Like, you can't let him have that type of performance. And he wrecked the whole game in spots, man. So yeah. And then bought on defense. It's got to be the secondary because of all the passing yards they gave up. But one person in particular, man, who hasn't had a good game in the last couple games, got to be a little Meek Robinson, man. I love Meek. He a dog, man. A great undersized corner, man, but that dude was getting toasted. Christian Watson was taking his lunch money and slapping him around. So that's my boss up, balled on.
Can I add a couple mentions?
Yeah, go ahead, Jared. Yeah, honorable mentions. Go ahead.
Tom Kennedy, man, came in and did his little thing. Yeah, for bossed up and balled on. Dan Campbell again, man. Like I don't know who if it ain't just him, if it's Johnny Morton, if it's Miss Sheila, if it's David Shaw, if it's the janitor, whoever he is getting some of these plays from or some of these play calls from, man, you need to do something else. I forget the guy's name. Is allegedly now it's the whoever is the tight ends coach. That's the watch out for him. Watch out for him. If he helping you, I don't like him neither. So whoever it is, man, the play calling in some of these situations have been atrocious, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like it doesn't. You got the wrong personnel packages aren't right. You know what I'm saying? And the play calling, like, but then like I have to say one thing is that when you don't have your usual personnel, you try to do a little different, something different sometimes to get the certain matchups. So I'm like you can't go out, you can't do your usual thing with your personnel isn't the same. And I'm like, man, you can't do that cutesy stuff if you ain't got your personnel in there to make that play happen, man. But yeah, man, thank you guys for tuning in to this, man. This it ain't a feel good. It's a Friday, you know what I'm saying? Black Friday. Go out there, get your shopping in, man.
It still
you know what
feel
I'm saying?
Good Friday. The Lions ain't gonna ruin it for me.
Yeah, it ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? We gonna chill today, man. I'm gonna have some leftovers, man, and you know what I'm saying, and watch some basketball, some football today. Shout out to the Michigan Wolverines hoop team, man. They been hooping, man. Them jokers is like number 7 in the nation. They're probably gonna be higher than that after the next poll come out. So shout out to our Wolverines hoop team, man. The men's and the women's, they're both ranked in like the top 10. So that's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, to our Wolverines basketball teams, and y'all know it's the game tomorrow. Is this the game? Wolverines, Ohio State, man. Even with the what they were favored by like 40 something point last year. The Suckeyes was, man, it was a big spread last year, man. It was like 27 points, man. We went into the horseshoe and beat them, man. But we'll see what's gonna happen, man, with that this weekend, man. Hopefully we can go in there and shock the world in the big house this weekend, man. But of course, man, if you haven't done so already, man, make sure you do what? Follow the crew on your favorite social media platform. Let me get this banner out the way. Of course, the Coach Jones does a great job over there with Lion Sports Talk, man. So go check him out. I post content from all of my social media platforms from this channel. And, of course, man, LL's Instagram page, man. It was a nice Thanksgiving Thursday yesterday, man. You know what I'm saying? He probably going to back it up with a Feel Good Friday on Instagram because you know how he get down, man. You know what I'm saying? He calls it good seconds on Thanksgiving, man. Get that second plate. But of course, man, because it's always gonna be yamage over there on his Instagram page. But time for parting shots, man. What you got, LL?
Thanksgiving was yesterday. Just thankful for all the beautiful people in this world, especially beautiful ladies. But Kurt, you had said something that made me laugh. You had said you can't do all that. If you want to say, what did you say? If you can't do all that cutesy stuff, if what?
Yeah.
No, but what you can't do.
Oh, can't do all cutesy stuff. If you don't have that person, your personnel isn't what your usual personnel that you have.
So to put it into metaphorical terms, I guess if I'm saying that right, is I would say you can't do all that cutesy stuff if you ugly as hell. So that's what it is right now. We as ugly as hell out there right now. It's not looking like the Lions that I have became to like was the brand new Lions. I won't use the other words because I don't think we look like that either, but we have not been looking like the Lions that we have that I have grown to like a whole lot over these last couple seasons definitely. And stuff. So we got to get back to that and enjoy y'all Friday again. If y'all see some good deals on towels and sheets, I need some. I like the color blue, and sheets I need queen size. If you want to buy me a new bed too, that'll work. Queen and give me. If you're gonna say my bed is too small, buy me a bigger bed. Buy me a king size of some sheets. Aunties and grandmas and whoever else's. So happy Friday.
Man, ain't nobody buying you no damn bed. Anyway, hey man, I'm thankful, man. Had a great Thanksgiving yesterday with the family, man. We it wasn't nothing big, you know what I'm saying. We just kind of ate and watched some TV, and you know what I'm saying. It was good times, man. Always good to sit with be with family and stuff like that. But of course, man, if you having a good day, on this Black Friday, man. Please spread that joy to someone else because you never know when a small act of kindness can help change someone's outlook on the day or even their life. If you're not having a good day, you know the deal, man. Don't send no one else's joy. And of course, as always, whatever you're doing in life, you guys to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. From our big fella, LL Cool Torrance, and the Wolverine coach, Mike Jones, this is Kurt Steele, and we
I'll
will
see you later, Coach
holla
Mike.
at you real soon.